counties were going to be of concern, and these were areas that we wanted to make sure we got in front of. So we have watched everybody pre-position. You've got National Guardsmen down here. You've got your Swiftwater rescue teams down here, DNR, you name it, we've got it. So we flew over a lot of areas. We flew over Kingstree. We flew over Gavans Ferry, and what we saw was devastating. Joe, come on up here, get with us. What we saw was devastating, and I'll tell you, you're seeing boats in yards, and you're seeing houses underwater, and you're seeing damage at levels we never thought we would see. The problem is more is coming, and we saw that. We saw the water levels high. We see the water moving. We see which way it's going, and it's coming here. And so everything south of Gavans Ferry, we want to be careful. What we want everybody to know is, first of all, if you have already experienced damage of any kind, we want you to call and register with FEMA. That's 1-800-621-FEMA, 1-800-621-FEMA. We want to make sure that you get on there. Secondly, we want you to be careful. If someone comes and knocks on your door and tells you to leave, I know you've lived there a long time. I know that all your belongings are there. I know that you might have been through weather-related issues before. This is different. I know the sun is shining and the wind's not blowing and the rain isn't coming down, but the floods are. And you are going to see that not only does the water rise, but it will rise and stay for up to 12 days. So we don't want you to get caught. So when they come and knock on your door, grab whatever you want to take, but please try and leave. This is for your safety. It's not about, sometimes it's not about convenience. It's about taking care of you first. And what we've really tried hard in South Carolina is to make sure that we're all working together. I met with members of your legislature. I met with county council. I met with the EMD just to make sure they have everything. And you've got a team who's ready. I mean, this team is ready. They've done everything they're supposed to. The way that the state wants to do is we just want to make sure everything they need, they have. And that's why I'm here, is to make sure that there's nothing that they are lacking. But with that, I think the first thing I'll do is I will turn it over to Chairman Chinnis and let him add to that, and then we'll go over to the EMD director.
Thank you, Governor.
Thank you.
I think the most important thing is to reiterate what the governor said, and that is to ask people that are in these areas that have been flooded or may be flooded to leave. We don't take this lightly. To date, I don't think we've lost a life in Dorchester County as a result of this, and I'd like to keep that record going. Your belongings are not worth your life. We've got National Guard, we've got SLED, we've got Dorchester County Sheriff's Department out here watching these areas. They'll be as safe as they can possibly be with the amount of water that we've got coming. I flew in last night and saw the water coming. It will be here, so please leave. Great that we have sun that'll help, but the water's coming, and we need to take heed of that. Thank you.
Now I want to turn it over to one of our best EMD directors in the state, Mario.
Thank you. We're right now in the process of maintaining our operational readiness for life safety activities. So a lot of the things that we're closely monitoring on the Edisto River and along the upper part of the Ashley River, we're still maintaining a level of readiness to make sure that we're in a position to respond to rescue operations, potential evacuations, and security missions. We're also in the process of transitioning into community recovery. So we've been out in the field for the last 2 days conducting damage assessments and needs assessments, directing our community that have been impacted over to FEMA so that they can apply and determine their eligibility for federal assistance. And we're also working with a number of faith-based organizations that are coming into the area to assist residents that have been impacted with demolition, construction and demolition, to get their house mucked out, to do things to get their residency restored and expedite the recovery process to get us back to the community's new normal.
Thank you, Mario. And then you are going to see road closures come and go. Some that may have opened up may close again. And we want you to heed that. If there's barriers or there's closures, don't try and go around them. Don't try and move through them. Know that that means it's not safe to travel through that area. But with that, we're going to ask for special prayers over the next 72 hours. Ask everybody to be safe, stay close, and remember that life is of the utmost importance, and that's what we're trying to do. And with that, we'll open it up for questions for me or anyone behind me. Yes?
There's been some ambiguity about road closures in Georgetown County and Pulleys Island. Could you speak to to that?
So what we said this morning is there are certain areas throughout the state that we have particular concerns about. And those areas that we mentioned, what we said was if they come knock on your door, please leave. We also mentioned some roads that we said they're probably going to close. You're going to see those close and you may not have a way out. The number one thing is we are erring on the side of caution because of everything our guys told us. I hope they're wrong, but they haven't been wrong yet. So as we go through this process, what we're saying is don't risk your life for this. The water is coming. I know those people in those areas have had water come up before. This is a different kind of event, and I just want people to be cautious. This is one of those times, don't challenge fate. I mean, if you see that we're giving you all the warnings, just listen to the warnings. It's better to go and take off and be careful than to do that. For those that are concerned about looting, we have not had one incident, not one incident of looting in the state. So your property will be there, it will be fine. And the reason is we've got enough people pre-positioned that will be standing guard to make sure that everything is safe. So there is no ambiguity. What it means is if somebody knocks on your door, the water's coming, your property is considered vulnerable, and you should leave.
But as of right now, there's not a forced evacuation of Pawleys Island or the city of Georgetown?
So there's not. So evacuations are up to the locals to decide. What we have said, though, is those locals are going to come knocking on doors that we know are low-lying. They're going to come knocking on doors to areas that we know are of concern. We've got those Georgetown areas for the next 12 hours. We've got the other areas over the next 72 hours. If they come, don't wait for them to come 3 times. Once they come that one time, you need to go ahead and go because we don't know that we're going to be able to come back and get you as easily the next time around.
I think the level of concern is different from what we're hearing over in Georgetown and what's coming from your office. Is there, have you gotten the sense that they aren't as concerned as you are about this right now?
So I think that let's look at what we're dealing with. This is a 1,000-year rainfall event. We suddenly had a massive amount of flash floods that came on across the entire state. That water came, and in a lot of cases, that water receded. What is going to happen now is another event where water is coming down, and we are looking at all those water flows heading down that way. The sun is going to shine. There is not going to be wind. There is not going to be rain, but there is going to be a lot of water. And don't underestimate the power of water because this water is moving in. It's moving in quickly. We could see it from the air. We know exactly which waterways they're coming through. And if we mentioned an area, we want you to be vigilant. We want you to be careful. We want you to know that you need to be on standby. And the second somebody knocks on your door, protect yourself, protect your family, grab your important documents and get out of there. And like I said, the one thing that concerns me the most is where this water comes, there's no place for it to go. So it could be up to 12 days that you're sitting in that area. And we've got rescue boats, but let's not get to that point. If you get out now, you get out conveniently. If you wait for the rescue boats, you could be waiting a long time. All right, anything else for the ones behind me or for me?
What do you think has been your most difficult choice as far as directing the state's response to this disaster?
I think that I have a lot of faith in Team South Carolina, and I will tell you that everybody has been all hands on deck. And so there's not a decision that has been made where we didn't have every expert around us. There's not anything that we wanted where we didn't call and ask, and there's not a situation that has happened that we haven't been creative and said, can't is not an option, we've got to get this done. I think you take that, you combine it with the power of the county officials who have taken this very seriously and have done everything they're supposed to. You look at the EMD headquarters, I mean, these people haven't slept. They're sleeping here, they're showering here, they've left their families. In some cases we've seen across the state where people have lost their homes and they're still in the EOC centers working. I mean, so this is an event that we wouldn't wish on any state, but it's an event that came to South Carolina. And what I'll tell you is that we are going to make sure that every resource available is there for every citizen that needs it. And we are going to make sure that South Carolina comes out of this stronger than before we started. We have been bruised, but we are not broken. What we have to do now is get through the next 72 hours, get people to understand that this is serious, get them to take us seriously, and then we're going to recover. And that recovery we will do together. And so with that, I don't know what's been the hardest decision. I think the focus right now has just been on lives and safety, and that's where it's going to continue to be, not just for me, but for all of the teams in South Carolina. Anything else? All right, thank you. Stay safe. God bless.
We have been listening to Governor Nikki Haley in Dorchester County stressing the importance of people remaining vigilant as well.